Let another class of people put us somewhere just below. One more reason for my mama's hungry eyes. Mama never had the luxury she known, but it wasn't 'cause my daddy didn't try. She only wanted things she really needed. One more reason.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Pops. This is Rockin' at Pops. Today we got a community segment. Here recently, I've started going to MTSU football games. Lived here 41 years, never been. Went to the first two of the season, had a great time. If you're not going to MTSU football games, you're missing out. I mean, especially if you sit at home and watch your team lose. I'm not throwing any shots. I mean, I'm a Vanderbilt fan. I understand about losing, trust me. But you're missing out if you're not going to MTSU. Today we got the Deputy Athletic Director, Mr. D. Leon. I think he's there he is right there. Come on in and tell Pops about it. How you doing, Lee? I messed up your last name.
No problem, happens all the time.
Yeah. So, tell everybody in Murfreesboro a little bit about yourself. Tell us where you come from.
Sure.
Are you married? Do you know?
Sure.
You believe in God? Are you a religious guy? Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, well, my name is Lee DeLeon. I'm from Houston, Texas. Been here in Murfreesboro almost 2 years. Chris Masala hired me to be the deputy AD in November of 21. So really excited to be a part of this community. I am married. I've been married for 16 years. My wife's name is Lacey, and we have 2 boys. We stuck with the L theme. Lee and Lacey.
Yeah.
And Landon and Luke are our 2 boys. Landon is 12 and Luke is almost 9. So they're big soccer players. Play a little basketball as well. Landon goes to MTCS. Luke is at campus school. And yes, we do believe in God. Love the Lord. My faith is the most important thing in my life. And we go to New Vision Church here in town.
Oh, cool. So God's first with you.
Absolutely.
And then everything else just kind of falls in place.
Yeah.
I can relate to that. I think a lot of our viewers can too. And even our viewers that, can't relate to that. I mean, sometimes it's undeniable what, God has done for us. If I don't thank God, I don't mean to take your spot, but if I don't thank God for, I got some great news at the oncologist today, and we had a scan yesterday, and I'm now in remission.
That's
so,
amazing,
God is good.
Amen.
We shouldn't even be sitting here right now. So the fact that it's in remission, I would hate to not put that out there, that I'm grateful, and thank you everyone that's prayed for me. It's not over yet. Obviously it can come back, but right now we're going to thank God for the good news we got today.
Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. So I went to the last 2 MTSU games. Good times. And people are always saying the crowd's not that big. I thought the crowd this weekend was pretty good.
I appreciate that. Yeah. The first game was unfortunate that it rained right before the game started. I think that prevented a lot of fans from coming out to Ford Stadium. We had a really good student turnout for that game, and we played well, beat Murray State handedly.
Good game, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was fun. And then the second home game, we had Colorado State come to town. They almost beat Colorado and Deion Sanders the week before.
Right.
We had a great crowd for homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
It was the most people I'd ever seen on our campus.
Yeah.
We had the homecoming parade in the morning.
I went to was it Walnut Grove?
Walnut Grove.
Yeah.
Hey,
if I know it's not the Grove at Ole Miss like some of your fans that like to watch your team lose on Saturdays go to, but anyway, sorry, not throwing stones, but this place was full of, you had your sorority kids and your your students and their families. Was it family week this week or?
The first game was family week.
Oh,
the
okay.
second game was homecoming.
Okay,
And
homecoming.
So we had a ton of former students and student athletes in town, and tailgates were everywhere.
Yeah.
We got to just make sure people leave their tailgate and come into the game, which is
Yeah.
always hard to do when they're out there having a good time.
Yeah.
The weather was beautiful. The crowd was good. There's a lot of excitement right now at MTSU. We're building new buildings left and right. We have a new tennis facility that's being built, a $7.1 million facility right
I've
there
seen that.
on the corner of Middle Tennessee Boulevard and Greenland, and that'll be done in November. And then right next to that, we're hopefully going to be putting in a hotel, a 4-story, under-bedroom hotel. We're in the works for that and the planning stages for that. I'm on the RFP committee for that, with hopefully a rooftop bar on the top looking out over all our other facilities. And then we got our Student Athlete Performance Center in the north end zone, $66 million, 85,000 square foot, brand new facility that will service all of our student athletes and coaches and staff and be a game changer for the department. So that little corner of campus,
Yeah.
the athletics hub, if you will, is going to be completely revolutionized and transformed over the next few years. And we're just getting started. After that, we're going to renovate the Murphy Center, and then after that, we're going to do an indoor practice facility. So
Nice.
all said and done, it's going to be well over $100 million in facility enhancements. And so there is a buzz at MTSU right now. We've raised over $22.5 million.
Is the goal
for these
100?
projects. Well, we don't have to raise it all
Okay.
through private fundraising. We get a large amount of money from the university through student fees. We're hoping to get some money potentially from the city or from the state. So we don't have to raise all of that $100 million.
Okay.
Our goal for private fundraising is 25,
Okay.
and like I said, we're over 22.5 right now. So we're getting.
Is that coming from alum or is that coming from people in the city just helping out?
Both? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Pretty big portion of that is former students or former student athletes. Kevin Byard made a big gift
Tighten up.
towards that project. We love
Shout out
KB.
Kevin Byard.
Yeah, we love KB. That's my guy. But it's a lot of former student athletes, a lot of former students, and MTSU alums. But there's also several community members that are just looking to see MTSU grow and expand. When I speak in public, I talk about the fact that when the Blue Raiders win, everybody wins. Right? We're not University of Tennessee. We are Middle Tennessee State University. So when we win, Middle Tennessee wins.
Right.
This area wins. This region wins. And if the Blue Raiders, like when they beat Michigan State in the NCAA tournament, it can light this whole area on fire.
Right.
And so,
Or like when y'all went down to Miami last year with the
That's
football
right.
team.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was pretty awesome.
yeah,
Being a top 25 program like Miami with the tradition of the U,
yeah.
going to their place in Coral Gables and winning on the road like that.
And getting paid to win?
And we got paid $1.5 million for that one. So, yeah, those types of moments, the Michigan State basketball win, the Miami football win, our women's basketball team beat Louisville at home last year, and has had some really historic wins over the years. Those kind of moments, if we capitalize them, can really ignite and unify a community, and that's what we're trying to do.
Absolutely. And, okay, so what would you say for a community member who hasn't been involved, maybe for whatever reason doesn't want to get involved because the games are always on Saturday and they're watching Tennessee lose or Vanderbilt lose or other teams in this state,
Sure.
when they can come in Murfreesboro and get, let's talk about some deals you got in October.
Yeah.
Let's-
Well, first off, the Saturday thing, we have a solution for that. Conference
Okay.
USA signed a multi-year deal this year to where during the month of October we're going to play midweek games. So every week of October, instead of playing on Saturday, we're going to be playing on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. And so, for example, October 4th is a Wednesday when we play Jacksonville State, and October 10th is a Tuesday when we play Louisiana Tech. Both of those are home games, Wednesdays and Tuesdays, no other conflicts. They're on national TV. Jacksonville State is on ESPNU, and La Tech is on CBS Sports Network. It's clean air, as we like to say.
Yeah.
There's no other sports games or football games going on at that time. And so
October 4th,
Yep.
what day is that on?
That's the Tuesday game. No, excuse me, that's the Wednesday game.
Okay, so is there some kind of deal, or y'all running a, what's your promotion
Our
for that
promotion
night?
is you can get both games, tickets to both games, October 4th and October 10th for $24. It's 2 for 1, right? Right now, if you had gotten a single game ticket for Colorado State this past weekend, it's $24 for a sideline reserve seat.
Okay.
Now you can get both games, October 4th and October 10th, for $24.
Weekday games that you don't have to worry about watching your team lose. You can come watch MTSU win.
That's right.
At home.
That's right. It should be
Now,
fun.
well, I'll tell you what we'll do right now. On YouTube, the first person to want 2 tickets to October 4th, how about we just give them a
Let's
set?
give it to them. Put in a will call,
Yeah.
and I'll come and greet them and say hi to them. And
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to go to Wednesday night, October 4th, against
Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville
Rodriguez.
State, there we go. Okay. If you want to go to that game, I got you 2 tickets right here. And we'll put them in will call, but you have to be the first one to comment on this YouTube podcast, not on Facebook or anything like that, because I can't keep up with everything I'm doing. We just started this. I actually did it just to get out of the house, and told a few people about it, and people were excited about coming out here.
Yeah, I'm honored to be on the
Absolutely. This is actually our first episode. We filmed a segment yesterday, but I wanted to get the community involved first, because instead of sitting on your phone and complaining about Murfreesboro or MTSU,
Sure.
how about some free tickets? Since you won't be out nothing, come by me. I'll buy you a drink if you need one. I'm sure we can accommodate someone that feels that they don't have a reason to go.
No, that's right. And one thing that I'll say that I really would like to communicate to the community, John, is that
Let me turn this fan off
Oh, sure.
so we make sure they hear you.
make
All
sure
right.
they hear me loud and clear. I
I'm
love
gonna go check on my mom on them. Why don't you tell them what you need to tell them?
Yeah, no problem. I was just going to say that you don't have to be an MTSU alum to support the Blue Raiders. We'll happily be your adopted team or your second team. We want to be the community's team, the community of Rutherford County, the community of Murfreesboro at large. We want you to come support the Blue Raiders because they live here. Our athletes compete to represent you. They wear Middle Tennessee proudly on their chest, and they want to be good examples for your kids. They want to be people that you can build relationships with. Our babysitters are athletes at MTSU. Our kids love being around them. We have wonderful student athletes. They graduate. They represent the community well. They stay out of
How
trouble.
long has it been since the football team's been in trouble? Let's talk about
Exactly. Yeah, we do a good job. Coach Stockstill recruits good kids. They graduate. They do well in the classroom. So I think we've got a product that everybody can be proud of. You don't have to go to MTSU to support the Blue Raiders. We'll take anybody. We just want to be a source of unity amongst Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. We want to be a source of pride for this area. We want to put Middle Tennessee as a region on the map.
Yeah.
So when we win, like I said earlier,
Yeah.
everybody wins.
Yeah, everybody in the area, and then people want to come here. And I love the Tuesday and Wednesday night games. Whoever thought of that is genius.
It's really came from the conference, and the athletic directors and presidents voted on it. But it gets us national TV exposure, and it gets us clean air, like I mentioned earlier. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll work, but we're pretty excited about it.
So you talked about renovations of Murphy Center. I know many of us have graduated at Murphy Center. I just watched my son graduate last year at Murphy Center. We appreciate all MTSU does for the community as far as letting everyone hold their graduations there, because none of our schools could hold all those rowdy families.
Sure.
Yeah,
the Murphy Center, which just celebrated 50 years last year.
Yeah, there's a lot of history there.
Clearly been a staple in this community for a long time. I've only been here 2 years, but I constantly hear about the shows that Elvis did and Garth Brooks did, and Pearl Jam did.
Yeah.
So we've had some amazing.
The Judds.
Yeah, the Judds. I was at that concert last year with Winona, and it's really amazing the history in that building. But it needs an upgrade. It needs a facelift. Last year we put in new glass. We have smart glass.
Okay.
It shades automatically and prevents the sun from coming in and
Glass house.
causing any kind of the glass house, kind of any kind of
UV rays?
glare is what I want to think of.
Okay.
Any kind of glare to our athletes when they're shooting, and so that's been upgraded. But now the inside of the Murphy Center, even the exterior, everybody hates those stairs that you have to walk up. They're so annoying and they're designed poorly. We're going to build a new building and put it right there on top of those stairs in the northeast corner over by the Greenland parking lot, where people can come in, take escalators, elevators up to the concourse level, and we're going to have a really nice grand entrance into the Murphy Center. There's not that main entrance right now, so that'll be a focal point, and hopefully it'll be right next to our new hotel. Right? So you'll have the hotel, you'll have the Murphy Center new entrance, you'll have the new Student Athlete Performance Center, you'll have the new outdoor tennis complex. That whole space, like I mentioned earlier, is going to be completely transformed, and hopefully it'd be a really nice gateway into the rest of campus.
Yeah, and I love seeing the construction because I've lived here since 1982.
Okay.
So I've been to Murphy Center all my life.
Yep.
You know, used to love the sign, the stuff that the sign would say something about, you know, especially last year when y'all beat Miami. I forget what catchy phrase was on it, but it was something that everybody drove by and laughed.
Yeah.
Like it was, us beating Miami was great for the town, and we talked about the Glass House or the Murphy Center, as most people know. Like, did we even lose there once with either program last year?
Yeah, so my first season, I was really blessed to be here, right place, right time. But I started in November of 21, and that season, the 21-22 season, we went undefeated at home, men's and women's, during the regular season. We're the only school in the country to do that. And then the women, we hosted WNIT games at the Glass House. We made it all the way to the semifinals of the WNIT, and we lost in the semifinal at home to Seton Hall, I believe. And so that was our first loss all year in the Glass House. Last year we had another good year. We did lose a couple, but it was another good season, good run. Really proud of the home court advantage that we have in Murphy Center. We got to get our students to continue to show up as part of the Blue Zoo. But it's a really special facility.
I was kind of impressed the last 2 weeks of the football game with how many students were there.
I have been too. Really proud of our students. You know, we have over 20,000 students at MTSU right now. However, I think only 3,000 or maybe a little less than that live on campus.
Okay.
And so we have a real challenge to get our students to stick around the weekends.
Yeah. You think at MTSU, with a lot of people coming from Chattanooga, Knoxville, Memphis, does that mean a lot of those kids go home on the weekends?
So that's why we think these midweek games could be really good for our student attendance. I'm going to speak right after this to the presidents of the fraternities and sororities at 6 o'clock tonight to really encourage them to come out to our next home game, which is going to be our Greek life event.
Yeah, I think getting them involved and getting, you know, their families involved, because a lot of the miseducation of this town is just misinformation or really just not knowing. And it's not knowing that we have midweek games in October. Like this,
not knowing that the games are free for our students. There's a lot of students that ask us, how do we buy tickets? Like, no, it's free.
Yeah, you show your ID. They scan it, I believe.
Get in, that's right.
Yeah, because I come in gate 4, and that's where a lot of students
and students can get guest tickets for their families or their girlfriends or boyfriends.
Yeah.
Don't go to MTSU, they're only $8.
Yeah. Okay, so men in town, you need to find you a lady at MTSU, cheap football tickets.
That's right.
She has them. She has them and probably don't even know it.
That's right.
So you go find you a good lady at MTSU, get you some cheap football tickets, come on out and join us, or just say, give me those tickets first, and we'll give you these tickets.
No doubt.
And what about baseball? Do we have any deals with that? I know
baseball is a really good deal. Maybe the best deal in town. It's $50 for season tickets, and that covers you for the whole season, which we have
30 games?
Yeah, we have 20, 30 games in a year.
That's like $3 a ticket.
It's crazy cheap. And last year we really had an uptick in season ticket sales. We have a new coach, Jerry Myers, who was the former pitching coach at South Carolina. I've been to multiple College World Series.
I think I've seen your son on the field.
Oh yeah, my son's the bat boy.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, Luke is his name.
Shout out to Luke.
Yeah, Luke's the best bat boy in America, baby.
There you go.
And so he's at every game, as cute as can be, and he takes it very, very seriously.
Okay.
So he had to get his uniform with his number on it, and so he'll be there. I'll be there. That's one of the sports that I oversee. And
isn't there another deal where you can get like a family pack, and you get 4 seats to every game?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, well, tell us a
I
little
don't
bit about
remember. I
that.
don't remember the exact price of it, but we try to make things as family friendly as possible.
It's somewhere, and I hope I don't quote this wrong, but I bought, I think 2 years ago, it was 4 tickets for $100, and you get in the bleachers, not the reserve
Right.
seats, but they still have backs on them,
Yeah.
and it's comfortable, and the kids run around chasing baseballs anyway.
Yeah, we love the atmosphere of baseball. My kids really enjoy it. It's super family friendly.
Yeah.
The weather's great. The team, we're getting better each year.
Absolutely.
Getting back to where we belong. But yeah, and then softball, we're gonna start charging tickets to softball because last year we made this incredible run to the to the regionals and came within
I didn't know
one inning about away from super regionals. We played Alabama in the regional finals in Tuscaloosa.
Yes, I remember that.
We had to beat them twice. We beat them once and then lost in the second game, 1-0.
Yeah.
On
Does that help with recruiting, playing that well against a team like Alabama?
Especially when it was on TV and showing the fight that we had. Again, those types of moments, those types of games, whether it's basketball against Michigan State, football against Miami, women's basketball against Louisville, softball against Alabama. It just kind of puts you on the map. You're on TV. People are talking about you. Creates some buzz. And so, yeah, we're excited about softball season as well, coming off a great year last year.
And I want to piggyback off the kids again because I was fortunate enough to meet one of your football players the other day.
That's right.
And when he talked about Murfreesboro, and he was from the Knoxville area.
That's right.
And he told me when he talked about Murfreesboro that this felt like home to him.
That's right.
Like even though he grew up in a town where everybody claims that this is their year. Okay, I'm just going to stop throwing stones at SEC teams. I'm not trying to do that. My team has to win 4 SEC games to become bowl eligible. I think we got to beat Georgia. Okay, we're done. Okay, no Vandy talk today. This is MTSU. But get out there and support them. He told me he would run through a wall for a stock steal.
Yeah, his name's Tyrese Edwards. He's my intern. He's a junior.
Really great.
Great kid.
Well spoken. I was there the other night, and I told my friend Bob, I said, I'm going to run down there and I'm going to holler at him. And he's like, well, you don't want to distract. I went down there, and man, that big smile he has, you know what I mean? Just very, very great guy. Shout out to number 95.
There we go, Tyrese. Number
Yes, sir.
95.
Yes,
number
sir.
1 in your hearts, though, right?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. He's the man. But yeah, I really appreciate you coming out today, and I hope people watch and share, and just know that if you really need to come to MTSU that bad, just say, hey, give me these tickets, and we will put them in your name. Lee will come meet you,
That's right.
and they have free programs. Make sure if you've never been. I lived here 41 years. I got my first game certificate.
That's right.
I'm going to get it. Maybe I need to get it framed and put it up over this T right here.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect location.
Yeah. Still welcoming them in, but letting them know that
That's
this
right.
is for Murfreesboro, and we're just trying to keep them informed.
Yep, and we want to be family friendly. We want to really improve our game day experience. We're trying new things. We've got food trucks this year, 4 food trucks at every game.
The dough box.
Oh yeah,
That's where it's
That's
at.
legit.
Shout out to the dough box. I got some friends that run that truck, and man, we had one the other night, and I didn't know. Well, I should have known because he always orders spicy, and it's pouring down rain. We're fixing to go into the game, and we start eating this spicy pizza, and even though I don't eat spicy pizza, I did the other night. It was fantastic.
That was delicious.
Yeah, I just grabbed me a few more waters, and I was good to go.
Yeah, no, the food trucks have been a big hit. We've got new guest services tents at each entrance to help people figure out where to go and how to answer any question they have to give out these types of certificates. We've got new in-game hosts, our student body president, Makai, who's a rock star, and then Chelsea on our marketing staff. They do a great job. We got a new DJ this year who's been playing great music. We have a PA guy that we actually hired from Vandy. He does basketball at Vanderbilt, named Chris Freeman. He's really good.
Oh yeah, Chris is a great guy.
Yeah. The beer garden is rocking. We've got some.
Go to Walnut Grove. Get there 3 hours early. And
Yeah,
go to
come
Walnut
at the
Grove.
Walnut Grove.
It's all shade. It's
beautiful.
It was hot Saturday at Vandy. I had to leave early because of the heat. But man, I got to the Grove and it was just like everything was shaded and the mood was. I mean,
And then we got the Raider Walk that comes through a little over 2 hours before kickoff. And so
get there 3 hours early
There
on
we go.
October 4th and pick up your tickets on your way in.
That's right.
And Lee will meet you because he's always running around. I see you always walk around and try to let people know that you're here for them and you want to take their suggestions.
Yeah, and speaking of that, my email is lee.deleon, DELEON, @mtsu.edu. And so if you have any questions,
And
thoughts,
we'll put that in the link. We'll put
Perfect.
that in the comments too.
questions, thoughts, suggestions. And plus, I love to meet you. I love meeting new people. John and I have become fast friends, and just want you to know that we're here. We care. We want your support. We need your support. We can't do this without your support. So, man, thanks for having me. Really excited. It's a great time to be a Blue Raider, and we're looking forward to the future.
Yeah. Well, I think Mom's got dinner ready, and
All right.
you got a meeting to go to.
That's right.
So I'm gonna let you go out that way, and I'm gonna shut the door.
All right,
and
man.
you have a good one, brother.
Sounds
Thanks for
good.
coming out.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Let's go Blue.